Welcome, friends, to another exciting episode of A VGM Journey. And I'm your host, The Messenger. The track that we're playing in today's show is Chance BGM from World Class Baseball, and it was composed by Mr. or Mrs. Unknown. That's never fun. Never finding a composer for a soundtrack. But anyway, I have another fun and exciting show for you guys this week, and I want to kick things off with an amazing arrangement and also request coming from Bedroth. He wanted me to play Big Blue from Mario Kart 8. The track was originally composed by Yumiko, Kanki, and Naoto Ishida, and this arrangement was done by Shiho, Fujii, Atsuko, Asahi, Ryu Nagamatsu, and Yasuaki Iwata. That track that you just listened to, that was Big Blue from Mario Kart 8. It was originally composed by Yumiko, Kanki, and Naoto Ishida, and this arrangement was done by Shiho Fujii, Atsuko Asahi, Ryu Nagamatsu, and Yasuaki Iwata. And this was also requested by Bedroth, so thank you Bedroth for that request. I think this was the best arrangement of Big Blue in anything ever. And I think what really helps it out is that, for starters, the original song is quite amazing. So I did fail to mention that Big Blue is from F-Zero, and that it has shown up in a few other games in the F-Zero series, and also in games such as Super Smash Bros. Melee and Mario Kart 8. And it was a DLC track alongside Mute City, which both of those tracks have a really nice rocking arrangement along with that super awesome saxophone. And I thought both of the tracks were well done, but Big Blue is so much better than Mute City. And I think my favorite part of the song is at I would say the 1 minute 45 second mark, where all of a sudden it starts dueling guitars and saxophones. It's like guitar, saxophone, guitar, saxophone. And there's no clear winner of it other than the listener, because it is so amazing. I don't know how many times I'm going to say so and amazing, but it really is so amazing. So, Bedroth, thank you for that request. I think we're going to dial it down quite a bit with this next request, which is coming from Hammock, the host of KVGM The Last Wave. And he wants me to play a track from Super Robot Wars OG Saga, Masoukishin, the Lord of Elemental. The track that he wanted me to play is Everyday Routine. And I think it was composed by Daichi Uematsu, Koji Yamada, Takeshi Miura, Satoru Okada, and Mikoto Rinoh. So let's give that one a listen. That track that you just listened to, that was Everyday Routine from Super Robot Wars OG Saga, Masoukishin, the Lord of Elemental. And it was possibly composed by Daichi Uematsu, Koji Yamada, Takeshi Miura, Satoru Okada, and Mikoto Rinoh. And this was also requested by Hammock. So thank you, Hammock, for that track. This is definitely a typical Hammock track where it's pretty chill and relaxed. And to be honest, I know next to nothing about this game, so I was doing a little bit of research. And I do remember that these Super Robot Wars games were played around on a few other video game music podcasts, but I never really looked into them because, well, it's just totally outside of my interests, where based off of my limited understanding of the games and looking at some gameplay, it's an isometric turn-based strategy game where you pilot these mechs and fight each other in a way similar to, I would say, Final Fantasy Tactics or Fire Emblem. And the soundtrack has some pretty rocking stuff. And I'm assuming that this everyday routine track plays in cutscenes or menus. And I want to say that this game is a remake of a Super Famicom game as well. It does look like a good time, and maybe I will check it out sometime. But I think I will play some more songs from this soundtrack. It does seem pretty good. So, once again, Hammock, thank you for that request. I'm going to play one more request, this time coming from Carly Selesky, and she wanted me to play Guardia Millennial Fair from Chrono Trigger, and that was composed by Yasunori Mitsuda. That track that you just listened to, that was Guardia Millennial Fair from the game Chrono Trigger. It was composed by Yasunori Mitsuda, and it was requested by Carly Selesky. So thank you, Carly, for that request.
You're welcome.
I mean, I was going to introduce you to the show, but since you made yourself known, I have brought Carly onto this show real quick to explain why she picked this song.
I really like the soundtrack from Chrono Trigger. I played the DS version of the game a long time ago, and I really like this song. It's really happy and it sets the mood before things go bad in the game and you think everything is all like light and cheery, and it's just this nice little happy tune. And I really like that voice sample in the song. I think that's fun, and I want to get back into playing Chrono Trigger. I never got too far into the game, but I know like the basic plot of the game, and I want to give it another shot.
Well, that's great because other than listening to a lot of the music for that game, I'm actually not all that familiar with Chrono Trigger. It's surprisingly a blind spot for me, and I want to change that sometime. So I do have the game, I just have never played it. And I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are probably going to be saying this, like, hey man, you really need to change that. I just want to say once again, thank you for requesting that track. I thought it was really good.
You're welcome.
I think I'm going to finish up the show now with this next track. It's Level 5 from Tetris, the CDI version, and it was composed by Jim Andron. That track that you just listened to, that was Level 5 from Tetris, the CDI version, and it was composed by Jim Andron. That's going to just about do it for the show this week. If you like what you've been listening to, have your friends check out the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever podcatching service that you could think of. I'm more than likely going to be on there. You can email the show at vgmjourney@yahoo.com, and you could also check us out on Twitter at vgmjourney. We also have a Discord server for the show, which I will provide a link for that in the show notes, where you could hang out with your fellow VGM journeymen and talk about games, music, and even look at some cool art. We've also started a Patreon for the show, which I will also provide a link for that in the show notes. And at the $3 tier, you will gain access to a monthly Patreon-only bonus show called a VGM Side Quest, which I host with Carly, my fiance, and we talk about games and music, but we do answer your questions. And at the $5 tier, you get a special Patreon shout-out, just like the following people: John Harrington, John Regan, David Fleming, and Jesse Moore of Game That Tune. So thank you guys for your pledges. I'm going to play things out with one more track, and I think this is a pretty cool one. This is coming from ToeJam and Earl, Back in the Groove. This is Back in the Groove, the vocal version, and it was composed by Cody Wright, and the vocals were done by Tonez the Prince and Greg Brown. Have a good week, everyone.
Come on. Yeah. You ready, big girl?
Yeah, I'm ready, ToeJam.
Alright, let's do this.
Come on.
My name is ToeJam.
And I'm Big Earl.
We come from outer space. Whoa, oh, oh. We crashed down on this planet. It was an accident. This is a crazy place. Hey, hey.
Tell him ToeJam.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Funky down in Funkatron.
Get funky.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Funky down in Funkatron. These crazy earthlings stressing out. This crazy world is upside down. You know that little funky sound is all we need here. Give 'em that funk, give me some bass, Biggie. Maybe that's all they need. Gotta give 'em that funk. Oh yeah, maybe that's all they need. Slap that bass. Give 'em that funk. Oh, maybe that's all they need. Gotta give 'em that funk. Biggie, tell 'em.
Feel the funk.
Maybe that's all they need. My name is ToeJam.
And I'm Big Earl.
We got a message to give to you. Well, we coming at you from Funkatron.
Funkatron.
And you need to chill it out. Let me talk to him.
Tell him.
Look, T.O. to the E, jamming on the beat. And now with Big Earl, make 'em stand to their feet. Crash landed on this strange planet. Trying to find the pieces, but this place is gigantic. Running from the bees and dodging all the moles. Somebody tried to run me over with a lawnmower. Maybe all they need's a little funk. Maybe that's all they need. These crazy earthlings stressing out. This crazy world is upside down. You know that little funky sound is all we need here.
Yeah, you gotta feel the funk from Funkatron. Come on, shake your thing and get it on. You can't hate when you're feeling the funk, yo. Just let it go in the funky flow. Yeah.
Give 'em that funk. Hey, 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 hey. Give 'em that funk. Give 'em that funk. Well. Give 'em that funk. Hey, 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 hey.
Come on.
Give 'em that funk.
feel the funk.
Alright, Earl, let's go. Let's take care of some business.
I'm with you, ToeJam. I got your back.